deep-rooted opponents of those MPs, and they have serious money from the state. Again, Raymond Omoro has developed a very serious capacity for goonism in Nyanza. Those are the goons that will be utilized to make sure that the original ODM characters are nowhere. And that is what will happen. They are trying to say this and that, but that is the truth. They have been outfoxed, and Ruto has cornered them. You know, he tried to do the same with the mountain, to divide the mountain. I refused. I was very firm. That's why he has a lot of problems with me. He wanted to divide Mount Kenya east and west. I said no, it cannot happen. He wanted to use Akina Ichung'wa to make Kiambu out of the mountain. I said no. The mountain is one. We'll have one basket, one vote. But he has succeeded in dividing ODM, and actually he has made now ODM a Luo party. You know, he has made sure that the coast is gone, western is gone. He has made now ODM a Luo party, and even within that Luo party, he has brought UDA to undermine the original ODM characters.
That was the
that
strategy.
is William Ruto. That is a divisive character, divide and rule. I've seen a very useful headline in the People, whether divide or rule, whether it's real or as an illusion. It is an illusion in the mountain, it's real in the ODM. He'll succeed in some areas like ours, he will not succeed. Because as we know him, you know, we have had the benefit to know him. The Luo people do not know him. They just saw him the other day. So just the same way he conned us, he's conning them. And already they have fallen victim. They cannot recover. He has destroyed the ODM irreparably. It cannot be salvaged. But for the mountain, he wanted to divide the mountain vote to make it useless, to make it less potent, to make us less irrelevant in the national political equation. But I, with the support of a few leaders and the residents of the mountain, the Meru, the Embu, and the Kikuyu, we have stood together as a people. And we have said nobody can divide the mountain. We will go to this election as one. And we'll have a vote in one basket.
Okay. Talking about the division that was attempted on the Mount Kenya people. Just yesterday you said Kindiki has been reaching out to you in regards to forgiveness. Who is he sending?
Well, I don't want to expose his emissaries because the state will go for them. But I said two, but I have added one more. Dividing the mountain, I cannot forgive him. I am very, 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 very angry with anybody who tries to divide the mountain, because our unity is our strength, is our future, is our relevance. Without a united mountain, we are nobody in this country. So anybody who tries to divide the mountain is an existential threat to our very existence as a people. So anybody who tries to do that will meet my wrath. And that's why I am on Kindiki, because he's the one, and CS Ruto has been using to try to divide Mount Kenya east and west. I cannot allow him. He has been using Kimani Ichung'wa to try to remove Kiambu from the mountain. I cannot allow him. I must go for those characters. I must make sure, as the leader of the region who is accepted by the people and was elected by the people, make sure that I retain our relevance in the national political discourse.
When you say
I retain our strength, I retain our influence, and that influence, that relevance is hinged on our unity as a region. We are only useful to other Kenyans politically, in terms of political engagement, in terms of coalition building, when we are one, when we are united as one block.
Let me talk about your presidency as I wind up, and I'm totally out of time here. Has your philosophy when it comes to matters leadership changed over time, ever since you are impeached right now that you seek to be the next president of the Republic of Kenya? Has it changed?
Well, I'm a people-based person. I'm a better leader, obviously. I have more experience. I have engaged Kenyans more from a position of down when I'm one of them, because I hold no position in this country. So my conversation with the people of Kenya is very free and real, because they are not intimidated by any position. So it's very truthful. That's why you see what I say in Kenya passes, because I get it real, raw from the people of Kenya, because I am just an ordinary Kenyan. I engage Kenyans freely. They don't fear me. They don't hide anything from me. They tell me as it is. This impeachment has made me a better Kenyan. It has given me an opportunity to benefit from the wisdom of Kenyans to interact with Kenyans freely and to hear exactly what the people of Kenya want.
Okay.
And that impeachment, we are in court on 27th, 28th, and 29th. And I went to the High Court to challenge the petition, that it was unlawful, it was unconstitutional, and I would like it to be expurged and I be compensated, because I don't want to go back to office.
Right.
Ordinarily, I should have fought for the impeachment to be discharged, and then I can be reinstated in office. But I have no intention to go back to office because I cannot work with William Ruto. He's too much of a dictator. He has ruined the country. He is a one-man show, and I would not like to be part of the ruin of the Kenyan nation and the economic hardships Kenyans are going through. He's also quite deceptive. He's not truthful.
Okay.
It's not anybody you can work with.
Right.
So I'll be in court on the 27th, 28th, and 29th is when the judges have set 3 days to hear me. My lawyers are prepared well, and I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful that the courts will find that the process and was unconstitutional. The accusations were frivolous, and they had nothing to do with undermining the Constitution. It is William Ruto who had a problem with me, and he obtained the impeachment through fraud, through bribery and coercion. So I am hopeful, but it doesn't matter to me. By the way, the outcome of that process in court is neither here nor there, because the fact that I'm at home impeached has not stopped me from being a Kenyan leader.
Was an impeachment a blessing in disguise for you?
My meetings are most attended. They are organic. I paid nobody. Kenyans listen to me. They treat me as their leader, irrespective of having been impeached. But Kenyans, there are several types of leaders. If you study leadership, you have what you call traditional leadership. Those are the wazes. You have charismatic leadership, the one of Jomo Kenyatta. You have positional leadership, the one of Kindiki. He is a leader because he has a position. But you have functional leadership, the one of Gachagua. I'm a functional leader. I hold no position in Kenya, but I'm a very serious leader in this country.
Would you say
there is a very big difference between being in power and having power.
So you have
there are
power.
people who are in power, but they have no power. For them to address a meeting, they have to pay people. If you have to pay people because they cannot listen to you without paying, you have no power. I hear Oburu is crying, he wants power. Now he has changed tack, now he is asking for respect. He cannot get power when Kenyans are suffering because of fuel increase, and he is eating with Ruto. How can he get power? Power comes from the people. Having a position is nothing. I feel like Kindiki has a position, but he cannot address any meeting in the country without paying. William Ruto today is president. He cannot address a single meeting in this country without paying people. Rigiji is here, he has no position. He's just an ordinary citizen. Wherever he goes, thousands of Kenyans listening to him. That is what is called being